I've been thinking a lot about how AI is like literally vampirizing the entire history of human creativity. But also, what if it's not evil? I mean, it's not evil, but then why does it feel so violent this time? As an artist, um, is it because we are all low key terrified of becoming obsolete? Or am I terrified of becoming obsolete? But I think AI is not replacing art, it is replacing the cultural hunger for art. We're not losing to machines as an artist. And if you're interested in art, maybe you know, I think we're losing it to human empathy. I mean, the aristocrats used to fund Michelangelo. Now we've got something else to fund. Painting isn't really dying, but it's becoming sacred, I think, instead of popular, like um like handwritten letters in the age of texting, you know? Before AI and technology, art was the entertainment. Aristocrats, galleries, even for the digital era, for the Instagram likes, art was entertainment. But after AI, art is becoming archaeology even more. Even I don't think why I'm saying this is that um I don't think there are people who truly understands the art anymore. Paintings is what I'm trying to say. For musicians, for poets, for writers, oh my god, AI is the greatest thing. They can work with it. I think we don't understand the limits of AI. I think it probably will be better than us at our own game. Not probably even it will be better than us at our own game, but I don't know if that's necessarily bad. Like first of all, when I see how fast things are accelerating, um, I think probably society is going to drastically change, and like aspect of that will be people who only want to see stuff from humans, and or aspect of that will probably be like low tech enclaves or like people who sort of like want to engage with tech only up to the point of AI or something. I don't think we all have to stuck in a world where we just feel irrelevant or whatever. I mean, I also think that we consider creativity like well, reason AI is good at anything is actually because we are good at things and it's trained on what we have made, and like changing the nature of art is so that um it's simultaneously training data is something that it's just a drastic change to the nature of artist. um yeah, and I don't know if that's a hard question. That's the hard part, and I think um there's a lot more thought needs to happen, and I think we're kind of rushing into the future, and I do wish bit more care was taken about certain things, and that's one of them. But still early days, but I still can see the aspect of that. I can certainly see how people do not really care about paintings anymore. How people do not really understand painting anymore. Even have um they don't even think they have needs to understand the painting, and because we have so much things to focus on, and so much things to see people cannot really deal with it. It's going extinct. Real and good paintings in art form are going to extinct, but good art survives. They always survive, and it will definitely sleep for centuries and then will wake up when the time comes. When the new generation comes, those who will understand the meaning of the art and can actually decipher the meaning of the painting, what the artist, the painter wanted to say, they will try to find out. So for that case, we're not painting for our generation. We're painting for the future generation. That's what I. Van Gogh sold one painting, you know? It's tragic. The pre-Raphaelites spent years painting hyper-detailed goddess, and now Mid-Journey, it's a program. It it will just make versions in 4 seconds. Is that tragic or just punk? And can people actually tell the difference? Can people actually understand the difference? But maybe we're just all ghosts and training our replacements. But like more on AI, I was reading book of Kafka in the penal colony, and this story about the machine that carves laws into prisoners' skin until they understand their crime through pain. And like, isn't that exactly how AI trains on data? It learns by being tortured on infinite human text and until it gets us. And we still think it's not enough. Well, the difference is that AI cannot feel and they're different, but the concept, what do you think? If you read the book called In the Penal Colony, let me know what you think. Do you see any um similarities? And Dostoevsky said, beauty will save the world, but what if beauty is now infinite and automated and cheap? Fashion is definitely already doing this. Like Iris Van Herpen 3D prints, couture, and Balenciaga's out there drawing with AI generated ad campaigns, and Meta is to merge. So should we become the cyborg? How do I feel this as an artist? I'm trying to articulate it, but honestly, should I talk about this more? As for the form of entertainment, for in the future, I think we will still have the content, but can it really replace the paintings? What do you think? And honestly, I really think that um painting an art form is actually really dying slowly as an artist myself. And the scariest part is no one will actually really notice it. The transition will feel so smooth, and yeah, like falling asleep in the reverse. I mean, even in architecture, um, art used to be paintings, murals, frescoes used to be one of the most important part of the um, architectural element and in the interior. But now, the cathedrals were s- stained glass and full of frescoes and um, murals. But now the buildings are just full of AI generated mood boards lighting up. It is a fact maybe Matisse would have loved Procreate. Steve Jobs pirated calligraphy to sell iPhones, and or Banksy trolled Sotheby's and made millions. The entire luxury industry is just Renaissance um, patronage with worse ethics. It's more so capitalism wants art to be a product, and but art needs to be a virus. And um good luck with NFTing that. The Medici family funded Michelangelo because murals were their PR or to flex on rivals. Just like today's tech bros buy maybe baskets to flex on X, that didn't change. Okay, let me say it like this. Marcel Duchamp put a urinal in a gallery and called it genius because because why not? But now paintings became more of like branding as something to sell back to you in 50 shades of beige, and there's nothing, no character. It's about minimalism, but or maybe art dying is the best thing that ever happened. Could that be? Because no more gatekeepers, just pure democratized creation. I love how you can optimize a supply chain and you can um, litigate a contract, but you cannot algorithm your way into why Mona Lisa smiles or why Kafka wrote about a bug instead of therapy. Maybe without art, we lose the collective dream. It's kind of like our collective memory. Like nobody remembers ancient countries, ancient um people for their tax records, or no one cares about how many shields they made for battle or war. What do we remember is their art actually. Like looking back at the history, we only look at their art and pyramids, the paintings, the stories carved in stone. That's what really sticks. So in our own lives, um, yeah, there is bunch of stuff that feels more urgent, even for an artist myself, or important than art. Um, for example, like bills, deadlines, whatever helps us keep the machine running. But when all that fades away, when everything um, goes obsolete and when tech outdated, maybe, and the noise quiets down, maybe noise will never quiet down. But what really lasts is art. And it is true. So that's what people look back on. That's what tells our story. So I think it will survive and we will still be important in that case. Um, and this is the end of the podcast. I'm sure it was very chaotic to listen to, and it was just my thoughts running through my mind, and I had to record it little by little, and because I was trying to remember what I was thinking about while I was painting. So the next one will get better. Well, it should get better, right?